Booker. Yeah, the Russians are coming. What are we going to do about it? Or this doesn't pass the smell test. Elizabeth Warren, she's weighing in on this whole thing. Yeah, Booker is among the Democrats calling on the appointment of a special prosecutor in the Russian investigation. So he's sitting here just banging his fist and really just aggravating this whole Koch's pretty much story of saying that there's collusion, major collusion, which really all these hours later, and then another committee later, and more time. And it's just more politics. Booker is not as certain. He says, the mere fact that your question is being asked that Russia may influence the presidency highlights what I am calling for: trust restored for presidency, faith in our elections, he said. We need to get to the bottom of what's going on. They're trying to find a reason for why people voted for Donald Trump, that we must have been programmed by the Russians. They must have had brain control, static energy that was released into our atmosphere that changed the trajectory of the election so mysteriously because people were certain that Hillary Rodham Clinton was actually going to win. I can't explain it any other way. It's not like the Russians, folks, have not been trying to meddle in our elections or other elections. They've been doing this since the 1950s, the 1960s. They have. There's so many books that have been written about it. This is not the first time, and this is ridiculous. It's because the hatred they have for Donald Trump. They hate him. They hate him. And they will continually do these things and drag down any real progress to be the worst thorn in the side of Donald Trump. And he's not happy with the whole thing, as you can imagine. I mean, it's wearing. It's wearing. Friends, supposedly Howard Stern. I don't know the validity of this. I used to listen to Howard Stern when I was in New York as a teenager on K-Rock in New York City, if you're familiar with that station. Or was it 92 KTU? But anyway, supposedly Trump and Stern are friends, but I don't know how the information leaked out. I don't think Stern told the press this, but supposedly he told Stern that he regrets becoming president. He regrets running, doing this because he didn't realize how hard the position's going to be. I think Donald Trump likes the position of being president. And by the way, as much as the left would have you believe it's good to be king, he could have been on a yacht. Yeah, he could have been just chilling out at his golf course, building buildings. He could have done that. He knew it was going to be tough. He knew how this worked. He asked people around. He wanted to leave a legacy. And he wanted to fix our country because it's very broken. And it begins with what's going on right now in Washington. The bottom line is Hillary Rodham Clinton. She broke the law. And Comey had more than enough information to show wrongdoing. Let's listen in from July from 2016 what Comey had on Clinton. New News 2.
Secretary Clinton used several different servers and administrators of those servers during her 4 years at the State Department. 110 emails in 52 email chains have been determined by the owning agency to contain classified information. 8 of those chains contained information that was top secret at the time they were sent. 36 of those chains contained secret information at the time, and 8 contained confidential information at the time. We cannot find a case that would support bringing criminal charges on these facts.
It's just the language of showing what she did with the amount of servers, the amount of classified information that she was reckless, careless about, that they couldn't find her, they couldn't charge her, they couldn't do a single thing. I can think of people that work in the radio business that didn't have quote-unquote classified information, but there are media groups or any company that has confidential information that you don't want to get out to the mainstream public. So if you release that, if you were careless, you could get fired. Okay, and it's not classified information, okay, on what we're doing to this country or what we're getting ready to do, whatever it is. It's not that serious, but that was serious. His handling and his showboating, it just was much more than was needed, in my opinion. It was politicized. A lot of people speculate it was much more politics there, and I think he caved in on Clinton for whatever reason. I just kind of believe that there was something he owed the Clintons. I don't know. They kind of like back off. I don't know if he was threatened, hey, I'm going to break your knees. Rocco calls him or somebody like that. I don't know. But you know what? The Comey firing, this is news now, could spur new reviews of the Clinton case, immunity deals, according to ex-agents. Oh, yeah. By the way, this half hour is brought to you by 123 Ready TV. Are you ready to start watching movies that you love? How about finding it all in one place where you don't even have to leave your office, your home? See, 123 Ready TV finds this stuff on the internet. It's streaming already. It's great quality, perfect quality, as a matter of fact, and there's no commercials. How does it do it? The geniuses behind 123 Ready TV want you to experience it because it's only $19.99, and it allows you access to tens of thousands of titles. The old stuff, the new stuff, the latest TV shows, the classic TV shows, the movies that are in the movie theater right now, before it even comes out on Redbox, because it's already there on the internet. It knows how to find it intelligently, and then you just simply watch and enjoy. Try it now. Find out how it works, most of all, on our website at forthepeopleshow.com. Click on our store page, and then you'll see the 123 Ready TV player. Play it, see it, experience it for one low price, one time only, $19.99. You'll be glad you did. All right, so that's a very interesting story. We were talking about the Comey firing, new revelations in the Clinton case for the new FBI boss. I always said that she was guilty. Everybody knew that she was guilty. To me, karma got her, but the Clintons, man, they're not going to back off. And if somebody does get on this, it would be a great example because that would be a great way. And, Trump made promises that, they were going to lock her up, remember, on the stump? I mean, if we don't make an example out of our leaders that do things like this, and she knew she was wrong, scrubbing the servers, what do you mean by that? They were using bleach bit, to destroy stuff or try to. You mean wipe it down with a cloth? I mean, come on. I mean, we know that you bumped your head. We know that you fell down or something like that. But don't let us think the American people are really that dumb, that naive. Draining of the swamp. I think it starts with James Comey, personally. I know a lot of people say, oh, he's a good guy. He's a great guy. Sometimes people need to be fired. And I think Trump has new information. He claims he does. I'd like to hear it. We'll be back with more For the People right after this.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew was I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Wounded Warrior Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on.
To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
Making a difference is something we strive to do each day at For the People. Our broadcast takes today's news and puts it into perspective with a common sense approach. Even Bill Clinton on the stump said that it was broken, it was laughable, it was a joke, it wasn't helping people, real people, it wasn't, because the premiums are too high. For the People needs your help. We are asking you to help us raise $5,000 so we can get the word out to more places that might one day carry For the People. Just log on to For the People's website at forthepeopleshow.com. By partnering with us, you're ensuring our survival and giving others the opportunity to hear a quality show that cares about America and your future. To make a donation, type forthepeopleshow.com into your browser. That's forthepeopleshow.com. Thank you for your support. The internet is a big place, but 123 Ready TV has made it easy to start enjoying all of the current movies you enjoy and those movie classics. What if I told you that you could start streaming everything now and all the latest movies for just $19.99? And it's a one-time charge, not monthly. 123 Ready TV is a media app that you can have on your PC or your Android phone. You see, this app allows you to stream movies and TV shows, weather, and anything you already have on your PC or your phone or on the internet. Plus, no commercials. Find out why so many people are using this amazing media player. Start saving money and start enjoying all your favorite TV shows now and movies for just a one-time payment of $19.99. To get yours, go to forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com and click on the store page for your 123 Ready TV. Keith Allen and For the People. Are you doing any traveling this summer? Well, we have a report out from AAA, and they're expecting to get a call, and hopefully you are not going to be amongst the 7 million they're talking about. Maybe you are a smarter bear than that, but they expect 7 million American motorists experiencing car trouble this summer, according to a new survey published Thursday. And basically, the travel group said it expects most of the stranded drivers to face, make a note of this, folks, dead batteries, flat tires, and keys locked inside their vehicles. Now, AAA's survey revealed that 4 out of 10 drivers are unprepared for the breakdowns, even as 3/4 of all family vacations or vacationers plan to travel by car. Now, the survey also found that 2/3 of car owners have never had their car battery tested, and 1 out of 5 drivers do not know how to change a tire. Summer heat takes a toll on vehicles, causing overheating engines, tire blowouts, and dead batteries. This is Cliff Rude. He's the director of AAA Automotive, and AAA recommends that drivers schedule a checkup for their vehicles before hitting the road for a summer trip. It also said drivers should carry an extra set of keys and pack an emergency kit, including a phone charger, flashlight, first aid, and a jumper cable or cables, and some bottled water. AAA also says gas prices have posted modest declines, which is kind of good news, roughly 2 weeks before the unofficial start to summer. The national average was 236.